Right, the next battery's just gone again as I came through the gate, so they're dropping down like flies. So I've come back to the car, I've got me banana and my 2 oranges, and now I'll lock the car again and start my walk going up the Happy Valley. Let's just see how long this battery lasts. Right, so I've got to cross back over the bridge and go through the wooden gate on the other side. Right, look. Right, so the car park's quite full as you can see now, and some walking clubs by the looks of things. So right, I better get on with my journey quick and get across this the bridge. Once you go through the gate on the far side, if you're coming down to the water's edge, there's a concrete ramp goes across the water. So it must have been used at one time as a ford for the farmers going down there. And you can see the bit of a ramp just down there, look. That's what the farmers was to come along the field here and went across the river there via the ford. Right, so I've got my banana and I've got my 2 oranges, so if I'm thirsty or start feeling a bit peckish, I can stop and sit on the rock and have a little bit of a picnic. Right, so this is the start of the Happy Valley walk. So I've come back through the single gate, I'm crossing over the bridge, then just round the left hand corner there's a single gate you go through. Right, so you can see the concrete ramp just down there where what the farmers use as a ford to get across. And that wood marker post is pointing up the hill for to do the broad Struther walk going over the top that way. That's steep going up that stone track though, really steep, it kills you getting to the top. By the time you get to the top and you come out on a flat, you need an oxygen tent, out of breath. Right, so this is the start of the Heart Hope Valley, basically driving right along there the road, a couple of miles, 2 to 3 miles, until you come to the main car parking areas higher up. Right, so here's your marker post, and it'll tell you you're going to Middleton. I think, is it Old Middleton or North Middleton? Right, so Old Town, Middleton Old Town is 1.5 miles, North Middleton is 2 miles. So that's where I'm heading towards via this pathway. Right, please close the gate because there is cattle coming down here like. Right, so gate closed. Right. So if you want to go down to the water's edge and see that concrete ramp across the river here, just go down there through those trees, break down, duck under the trees and duck down, then walk down the edge. I hope this battery lasts a bit longer than the last one, because I've got none left. I've got 2 in my pocket that's been used fully. Right, so over the bridge, and then you start going very gently up the hill and following it all the way at the top to the far side, and then you come to the end of the wall, and then you bear right and go round past the pond. So I'm just saying in advance where I'm going and what I'm doing in case my battery goes, so you understand what this walk entails. Oh. Right, 2 mallards just swimming down there, look, following the rapids down. Right, down the stairs on the other side. Right, so this is just like a sheep's trail that you follow right the way along here on this side, and you're going up very, very gently. Right, so there's a mortar post there down at the tree pointing up the way. Right, so as you can see, the pathway is not the best. It's just like a sheep's trail all the way along. In fact, the first time I came along here, I got to a part where the path bent round to the right and started going uphill a little bit, and I tripped over, went flat on my bloody face. Camera dropped down, hit the deck, but luckily it didn't break. That was me Nikon B700 camera, whacked off the rocks. That camera stood me a good stead, like solid camera. I'm still going today, but obviously I've got a different one now, a Canon. Right, up we go. Right, how am I? Up, that's it. I've got to like lean forward and change my balance, and then my body moves forward again. So when you obviously come along here, you gain height quickly, and if you look across the left there now, you can see all the cars parked in the grassed area. My car's just back there. There's two more cars coming into the valley. Like I say, with it being getting further on in the day now, and the sun's out, so basically every man and his dog's going to be coming out to do hikes. How are you, man? Get up, man! That's it. It's just getting up this initial first bit of the path, because it's going uphill all the way, and then eventually flattens out a bit. And then you come up, you see this wire fence to the right. Well, you're basically following that right the way along, but in the middle of the hill. You don't go right up to the wire fence, you just follow the sheep's trail right along the middle of the hill until you get to the far side, where you come to the corner of the fence where there's a marker post. You go through past that, go around the right past the big pond on the right, then start going up the hill past that. So like I say, this is the Happy Valley walk, and it takes you up and round past the old Middleton Hall ruins. Right, so that's to the top of the bank. I'm on the flat now. Got the river below us, and the car park just across there, look. Right, you can see the path, it just follow that all the way along now. Right, so I'm going up towards meet the wire fence now, and I think this is where I tripped over the very first time I came up here. I had my camera swinging around my neck backwards and forwards like a pendulum, and I kicked a stone and went straight over, just here. These stones here on the path, I must have kicked one of them. It went flying straight over. It was just here where I fell down. So when you keep looking over there, you can see the bank that you drive down. There's all vehicles keep coming down there all the time. So when you're driving up there, you've got to watch for traffic coming down at you, because it's not that wide for passing vehicles on the hill. Right, so like I say, now it's basically staying parallel with this wire fence all the way to the far side. When the fence comes down from the right on the hill, and then you go past that corner of the fence and follow the path round to the pond. So as you can see, I've gained height quickly. Right, and that's the field that you come back along to climb over the turnstile there to get back to the car park. So I'll be coming along from the right there further up, and where all the water is, the swampy field is, like that area I've got to get past. It's just further on, about a quarter of a mile on along that field, and it's a nightmare to get past when it's been raining heavy, or because it's completely flooded. So basically you follow this burn all the way to Cold Burn, where I drove down first thing this morning and drove over the ford. That's where it takes us to. Then you just double back over the wooden footbridge, pedestrian bridge, and start going through the forestry. There's loads of waterfalls you come across on the left hand side down the embankment. All in all, it's a lovely, picturesque, scenic walk, this one. The trees are up around each other here. Oh, you bugger, man! That's when you take your eyes off the path and you don't see a blue stone sticking up. That's how I went over back there the first time I came up here. I've nearly just done it again. When you kick a stone, that's sticking quite high up in the air. Right, so there's a car going back up the road. Right, so it's quite steep going back up there, and like I say, there's not a lot of room for to manoeuvre if somebody's coming down the way, so it's a pain in the ass. So you've got to, when you're going up there, you just hopefully don't bump into somebody coming down. Right, but that's going back out past Middleton Hall to get back on the A697 Coldstream Road to head back down through Powburn, along Horsley, along Framlington, A1, and then Morpeth, turn right, start heading back along towards the Metro Centre, going home. Right, so we just keep on following this sheep's trail right the way along as far as it goes until it opens up into that field. Like I say, a bay, I think it's a bay off to the right and go around the corner where the pond is. It's a long time since I've been along here, so I'm just trying to visualise this in my mind, what you do. A few trees have been blown over here. Storm Dave and what have you. Here's one of them. That one's done ages ago, that one. That'll be from Storm Orwin, that one. Surely but or slowly but surely these weather manipulation places will be getting shut down after being raided by the FBI, and especially the ones in the Antarctic and all the places around the world where they are. So as you can see, they're not the best. It's not the best of paths, but it's doable. So some people have gone along the top there and just walk along the wire fence, or you can just drop down the pathway to the left here, which I always do, go down the left. And you can get the views through the trees down at the bottom field where I'll be coming back along. You can see the pathway is well worn in on the grass track over there. That's where I'll be coming back along to get back to the car eventually. I was actually thinking about doing it in reverse, this pathway as well, like so, climb over the turnstile back there in front where the cars are parked, and then walk along the grass track there and do the whole walk that I do in reverse. So I'll be coming back this way. It's best to come down this left hand path instead of going along that one next to the wire fence, because it's all overgrown, it's tough to grow, it's hard going and it's easy to trip over. I mean, this one's bad enough, so that one up there is just a nightmare. You can hear the burn running down there, down to your left. Right, trip hazards again. Right, so I can see the tree line up ahead where I'm heading towards, then bear off to the right and go up the hill at the tree line. And that's quite uphill from that point on as well, so you're knackered by the time you get up to the top. There's many occasions where I've gone along there and walked through fields of cows and buzz as usual. But like I say, it doesn't. I don't fear them. Not like some people are terrified of them. So as you can see, I'm still following that wire fence up there, and you just follow this sheep's trail right the way along. Till you come out the clearing at the far side. Right, so I've got about another 500 yards to go before I get out into the clearing. I'm just wondering if that walking club that was all parked up are going to start doing this walk. So they'll all be coming up behind me. If they do, whoa, whoa, don't trip my woman. Obviously it's getting further on in the day now and the sun's getting higher, so it's getting hotter and hotter.